greensandmachines.com.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. It's Vinny again, back in the garden. It's a very windy day. It's also very cool because it's very windy. The last few days of the weeks have hit over 100 degrees, and somehow this garden's still alive. I'm sure you can hear me a lot better because now I've got a mic to go with my camera. So let's take a look. Here's my sunflowers. You can see they've grown pretty tall. I would say that's at least 2 feet tall so far. They're kind of a little scraggly looking, only because they're getting hit by the wind pretty hard. And if they don't get a lot of water, they tend to, curl. You see that on the leaf right here. In any case, let's keep moving. These things, it looks like you're going to get ahead of them, or it looks like you're going to get ahead of the sunflower soon. So I love to see that. So in here we got grapevines. I took out the Chinese cabbage that was bolting because that thing was not being productive at all. So now we got all my good grapevines here. And actually you can see, if the light would allow me to show you, got some grape clusters growing on this one, which kind of surprises me, but very cool, very cool. Oh, and we got a tomato over here. Yeah, see? Let's enjoy a little snack, eh? Yeah. Little cherry tomato. All right, also in here, looks like our beets and carrots are doing okay. Not quite the size I want, but if you look closely, see that the beets actually kind of getting big. And we just got a bunch of other carrots in there. So let's move on. The Swiss chard is bolted. And looks like someone's really bad hair day, to be honest. I'm hoping that this thing will, produce seeds soon because I want to rip it out. Peppers, they're a lot bigger now since transplanting them to the 5-gallon bucket. I've gotten a pepper out of it. I harvested it earlier this week. I'll show you a picture in a moment. But now it's got a lot of flowers growing. On the Serrano one, we actually got a pepper growing too. Look at that. I'm going to have to wash my hands after even touching the outside of it. These things are very spicy. Let's move on to my PVC stack. I moved some things around and ripped some things out that were bad. In these empty ones here, I just planted a bunch of bush beans of multiple different colors. I'm going to make a video later on growing bush beans in 1-gallon containers. They grow well in 1-gallon containers because they're pretty compact. The only thing is they just produce like a small crop of beans and then they die. But other than that, they do pretty okay. Here's all the basil I had been using as my cloning basil. Like I would just go in here and cut. Oh, never mind. Forget about that. Looks like one of my plants here got mangled by some kind of insects. Seems there's mint here. I'm not sure why. But for some reason, these herbs never seem to die. This mint, this rosemary, etc. This was a Orphan Sunflower from that bucket that somehow made it. I just put it in a 1-gallon container and it's doing all right. These other grapevines, I'm gonna have to separate them soon because they seem to be doing fine. So instead of 3 sticks in one, move to 1 stick in 1 container for the time being. Catnip is doing fine. Gets a little shrivelly though when it gets really hot though. I've got a carrot here in a 1-gallon container. I hate growing carrots, but you know what? Given the circumstances early in the year, I had to plant them. So yeah, of these bush beans, I've got 3 different colors. I've got green, I've got yellow, and I've got purple. So I like growing all of them. They all taste a little different. So yeah. Oh, and bonus, if you remember the Velvet Queen sunflowers, I've now transplanted them into some new 5-gallon buckets. Some freshly recycled kitty litter containers. So I've got them transplanted in here. And I transplanted that other pepper plant I had, the other Anaheim pepper, into this one. So we're looking good right now. So that's the garden on this fine June day. It's very windy. So I'll talk to you guys next time. Hit the like button if you like what you're seeing so far in the garden. Leave a comment below if you want to see me grow something different. And be sure to subscribe so you never miss another gardening video.